This is my world. You just living in it. And that's what the devil don't want y'all to know. You create your world. Not what the white man gave you. Not what your grandma left you. You create your own reality. Because I'm a God having a human experience. We have the power to create. We have a power to invent things. Our mind is so powerful. We're not limited. But they want us to think that because we're not living in Jamaica or the Bahamas, that means we can't have peace. But peace is within you, not your outside. It's the inside of you. So I hope that everybody find peace on today. I pray that during this preparation that we all prepare ourselves to cleanse. It could be cleansing from whatever it may be, babe. It don't have to be no dietary cleanse. It could be whatever. Mentally cleanse ourselves from all of this wickedness that's before us today. I pray that we seek the kingdom first and everything will be added unto us. I pray that. Because the Most High is good. He said he don't want us to perish. That's why he's going to send certain people out during these times to warn us and prepare us of the times to repent and get ourselves together. So let's repent, renew our mind. It's not hard to be good. It's easy to be good. It's hard to do evil because you have to allow so much toxicities in you to do it. It's so easy to be like, hi, how you doing? Good day. Passing by the way. That's a good spirit. Practice that. When y'all out in public, when y'all going to a place, say hello. That's going to give you good energy. It's going to feed you good energy. Even if they don't say it back. You're going to feel good inside because you're doing righteous deeds. So on today, plant righteous deeds. When somebody smack you in your face, that means persecute you and lie on you and try to destroy your character. The Bible tells us that they did the same thing to Christ. So they're going to do the same things to us. It's so hard being righteous in the world that we live in because this world is so evil. But when we start planting, we are seeds of life. We can plant whatever we want. We plant evil, we grow evil. We plant righteousness, we get righteousness. And that is what I'm practicing, righteousness. I have definitely dibbled and dabbled on the devil's playground because I got so stuck in my own mind of what I wanted, even if I knew it was going to cut me. I was feeding off my pain. I was trying to feed off my flesh and make it feel better. Because I know during a spiritual journey, you got to crucify your flesh. And sometimes I got sweaty nights because I'm so used to feeding my flesh wickedness. Sometimes it hurts somebody to be nice because you're so used to being evil. Give somebody a compliment. It's going to take some training. When you're used to being a wicked person and saying, when you start being nice, it's going to cut you a little bit because you're going to be like, it's that jealous spirit in you. Like you ain't going to want to do it. But the more you feed it, the more you do it, the more it's going to get better. And it grows. It grows and grows and grows. And then the Most High is going to allow tests to be done. So sometimes you're going to be nice to people and they're not going to be nice to you. We have to, that's going to prune us more. Like, why every time I be nice to somebody, they don't be nice to me? You got to get pruned. Because if you're really nice, it doesn't mean that you have to have somebody to be nice to you to be nice. It's supposed to be already within you. So sometimes you're going to go through tests to prune out some little other stuff that's in you. It's just a training. And it grows. It get better and better and better and better. Your skin starting enlightening. Put in good energy. Your face get clearer. Your yoni get cleaner. So like you might notice when you're detoxing and when you're feeding yourself good positive energy, you might get a lot of discharge. So for me in these times, I don't wear panties. So when I'm about to start wearing my long skirts or I wear some sweats, no jeans, because I have to purify all of the detox. It comes out. People don't understand the different airways of cleansing themselves, okay? So when you cleanse yourself, when you doing a spiritual cleanse or a detox, okay, I got counseling. I'm gonna talk about that. It's deep, y'all. I'm gonna talk about that. Hello. Well, let me choose. I know. I'm good. Okay, I muted. So it's not that your coochie is possessed. It has to do with cleansing. Okay, like I don't know if y'all know, but like certain cleanses that you do, you're supposed to go into a cleanse very slow. You don't want to try to rush it really fast. It can cause different other things in your body to change. Like one woman that was one woman that was doing a cleanse, she did it too fast, and she had a whole bunch of gallstones that was coming out. So it's you have when she did like it's like it shocked her body.
Hello?
I'm here. Hi.
Hi, how are you? Wait a minute, let me get the video. I'm having a little bit of trouble here.
Okay.
Let me get the video started, but you can keep on. How are you today?
I'm okay. I'm good. I'm in good spirits this day.
I love to hear that. I'm loving that. Let me see what's going on here, Miss Crumsy. Sometimes I have trouble with the video portion, but I'm gonna get it together. Okay.
Blessings, Ray Ray.
Hold on. Kids at school?
No, they were family and stuff.
They were family, okay. When are your visits?
I don't know. I found that out on my next court date.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here. But
Watch the news.
well, when you get a chance.
Well, I gotta do GED. I'm trying to do my GED.
Right, after you do the GED portion, then you'll be ready for that. Okay, let me see. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, what's so great this week?
Well, right now I am cleaning up my house, so I have to do my floors in my downstairs today, and then I'm gonna do my upstairs tomorrow, and then my house will be done other than me just doing some clothes. So I wanted to get my house in order. I have put out all as far as working and school. I put that to the back burner.
Okay.
Because I want to focus on cleaning up my house first. And then I'm going into a detox, a spiritual kind of fast, I would say. Because I'm a Jew, so we have our high holy day coming up and our new moon coming up. So our New Year's, so I have to get ready for that spiritually. Yeah. And I think everything else can be put on the back burner until I get that done.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, just as far as the cleaning, because Monday I'll be officially done with my whole house when it comes to cleaning. And then I was gonna call the school or just go up there and see if I can continue with my classes, because I was in GED classes, but I haven't been in a while from all this other stuff that was going on. So I've been trying to pace myself on what's the first thing I should do, and I'm like, well, the first thing I should do is clean up my house, because I got so much stuff around here that's backed up that need to be done that I wasn't able to do because I had the kids and all this other stuff. So I've been pacing myself with that. I've been feeling weak with my health. I think because of the depression, I haven't been able to eat like that. So like I said, sometimes I get dizzy when I stand up. And
oh, really?
Yeah. So I was diagnosed with anemia. So I'm supposed to be on pills. I hate taking pills, but I'm supposed to be on vitamin 3 and iron pills and prenatal vitamins. The iron pill is supposed to be 2 times a day. So I haven't been really taking it like that. I'm gonna take some when I get off here, because I don't like taking it. But I be feeling faint, so I'll be having to do it. So yeah. So
they got you on prenatal vitamins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the prenatal vitamin is supposed to be like a multivitamin.
Right. Right. That's good. Okay. And the pills, the pills that you have to take when we get off, what are they?
They're vitamin 3D. They're the iron, and then there's prenatal multivitamin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you talked to Miss Harvey?
No, I haven't spoken with none of my workers and anything like that, and I really don't want to talk about that right now. What I wanted to talk about with you is like focusing on more of what you think that's what more important that I should do after I clean up my house. Like, I'm trying to heal. So I know that our classes talk about trauma, domestic violence, parenting classes. It's all in one. So I know that this is spiritual for me. And, it's so spiritual because I'm going to tell you something. When I went to court, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it alone. This is how I know this is spiritual, so I can catch you up, okay? So, when I was at court, the lawyer that I talked to, she wasn't really nice to me. But I was being humble because I'm like, well, I feel like she's going to let me know what the next stages is. So, when I clicked on there, she wound up telling the referee, like, well, I don't want to work with her. Tell her I don't want to work with her. So they gave me another, and she was Caucasian, and they gave me another lawyer. So we're going to put you back in the room. We're going to find you another lawyer. Meet there for your lawyer, right? The lady that came in, she's older. That's the spiritual stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's the spiritual stuff. And I just feel like this is so divine. That's not a coincidence, right? How is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just joy.
But I will say that God can work in your favor.
So I was just going over my life, and I was telling them that I feel like I'm a Jew, so we go by the curses and the blessings that's in the Bible. And
Yes.
how I feel like what they said, where we were cursed because we didn't follow laws and commandments. And I've been acting out on the internet because I know that I'm supposed to keep laws and commandments. So they will take our children away from us and stuff like that. But it's blessings that comes with that too. I can get everything back. You get what I'm saying? And more. So that's what I'm focusing on.
Redemption.
Yeah, redemption. Right. So that's what I'm focusing on. I feel like I have some gifts, some prophetic gifts that a lot of people may not agree, but I know it's prophetic. And I know what I have to do. School, work, all that other stuff, that can go to next week. But this week, I need to focus on getting my health together. Today, later on tonight, I'm going to go to the store, get some whole bunch of fruits and vegetables, salmon, some chicken I can broil or bake, so I can start detoxing myself.
You must do that.
Yeah, so I can detox myself and have more energy, because when you're depressed, you get down. You know. So yeah, I'm excited. But I wanted to talk to you more about the trauma. So I feel like that's another thing that haven't really allowed me to love my children sufficiently the way that I can. Not because I don't, but more of because the hurt in me that I
got trust issues too.
And yeah, I grew up off survival, so I always loved them in a survival type of way. Like, I'm doing this because I have to. Because I feel like I never really had a chance to really sit down and enjoy having kids with all of the work that come with it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out how I can heal from that.
So, let me correct me if what you're saying is you want to be able to enjoy your kids more instead of it being an obligation.
Yeah.
Or something that you must do out of obligation.
Right, yeah.
You love your kids and you want to be able to enjoy them. I thought last week when you were telling me everything that I told you to do, you tried and it didn't work. I looked at it as there are some things that did work. One of the things you told me, you was real nice to Jeremiah. You gave him some one-on-one time, and you all had a good, some good one-on-one time together, you and Jeremiah. And you said the next day he was just as sweet as he can be. Remember I said find something positive. Be positive, rewarding, reward them, which is what you did. And the next day he was just as sweet as he can be. So in that sense, it worked.
Yeah, that's true.
It did work.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I do forgive everything that ever happened to me. I feel like I'm bitter about it because I feel like it wasn't fair and I couldn't control it. And I feel like it affected me tremendously. So it kind of made me bitter. So, like, how can I not be bitter? Yeah.
I got you. Well, for one thing, you have every right to be bitter and feel what you feel. Hopefully, the bitterness, it won't go away, but the bitterness will be minimized when you realize none of those things were your fault. You were a child. None of it was your fault. And we can't pick the cards we're dealt all the time. And I guess you tell me or tell yourself, what are you getting out of being bitter?
It's like I can't control it. It's more like it hurt and I can't.
Okay.
I feel like I deserve love at that so much of that wise span of my life that I didn't get. So
Yes.
and my decisions after that was based off of that.
Yes.
Even leading up to the 7 children.
Yes.
So I feel
Of
like
course.
everything stemmed from that realm, that season in my life.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Right. So,
which is what women do. That's what we do. You're not alone in that. That's what we do. Look for love in all the wrong places. Probably 90-something% of women walk around with traumas in one way or another.
But I don't want to carry it though.
That's right.
I want to get rid of it.
So
is it like a 12-step program I can go through to help me get up? Can you work with me like with a 12-step program?
Yes. And one of the things I want you to keep in mind is that, and you've heard all this before, that those prior traumas, let's focus on what you can control. Yes, you do deserve the love you've been wanting and that you missed out on. That's something you deserve. As a child of God, that's something you deserve. Now, the question becomes, or the dilemma for you, the hard part, is that, okay, you did not get any of that. You were dealt some horrible cards.
Right.
You didn't get any of that.
So it's missing. And I'm trying to, I want the children to feel it. Yeah. But it's, I don't know.
So going forward, God has allowed you to survive all that. So going forward, how can you make it happen?
Well, first of all, I needed certain.
I want you to chronicle one of your another assignment. I want you to chronicle exactly what it is that you want. That's what I'm hearing is all those things that you never got as a child, never got the love that I'm hearing that you want to give your kids. You never had it.
Right. Well, it's the list. I never got, when I fell down, I was told to get up, you all right. So yeah. I never got that affection. I never got no talks about how, to keep up my hygiene as far as like makeup or any type of like how to insert a tampon or none of that. None of those conversations.
I got you.
I never got none of that. I never got, let me teach you how to throw a ball or, I just never got my first crush. Who can I talk to? My first feelings, my first period. It was when I came on my period. It was my grandma talked to me like I was a dog. Like, ew, you nasty. Don't sit on my couch. And it just made me feel.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the things that you always wanted.
Right.
Yeah. And so even though now you're past your first period.
Yeah.
You say, thank God. Okay, you passed your first period. You passed all that. Falling down, you were told to get up. So one of the things you wanted is when you fall down, you wanted somebody to help you up.
Yeah, and wipe my tears away and say it's okay.
And wipe your tears. There you go. So one of the things is you wanted somebody to wipe your tears away, help you up. Wipe your tears away and help you up. Wipe your tears away and help you up. Wipe your tears away and help you up. Think about those two things right there. Wipe your tears away and help you up. So, fast forward to your life right now. How would that look to you right now? As the Miss Crumsy you are now. How would that look to you right now to have somebody do that for you now. Because it wouldn't be Big Mama doing it as a little girl.
Well, I kind of use the internet to do it.
Fucking, we ain't seen that name.
And we don't know why we do that. And if we do, sometimes that need and that void is so strong that we do things.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do things. Let me tell you something, honey. I've been young once, and we do things. It's a void there. We feel like it's a need there. But particularly when there's a void there, we do things that we should not do to fill voids.
Yeah. We kind of like
we make poor choices to fill void.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely make poor choices to fill a void. And so it becomes...
But now the Most High is telling me, oh, because you're older and you have children, you gotta just forget about all that stuff because it's not about you anymore. It's about your kids. But I'm like, it still hurts me though. And I love them and everything, but I feel like I want to properly love them. I feel like I want to love them without making it feel like it's a task to love them. I don't want to have to feel like I have to work to love them. I don't know how to love. I just don't. Even in relationships, I feel like I'm doing more than I want to do, whether it's sex, whether it's just to make them happy. So it's not like I'm loving myself. I'm loving the fact that I'm pleasing them.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
Yeah. So the question becomes, how can you flip the script and get the love instead of feeling like I'm giving love?
Right.
And sometimes, and you know what, Miss Crumsy?
Because people said
this is very, very typical of women and especially women that I've worked with. This is just the age-old question is, I didn't get the love that I needed when I was a child, and now I'm out there looking for love in all the wrong places, and I find myself accepting crumbs instead of the cookies that I should have had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Because those cookies come with waiting and patience and being alone for a while, and it's not a lot of cookies. It's more crumbs.
All the hard work that we don't want to do.
Well, I can do it. I feel like I'm forced to do it because now that me being awoke to the truth, I'm like have to face the accountability that all those things happen to me. I still have other things to do when it comes to my children. So I feel like that's why I say I feel like I wake up every day with a duty to have to like take care of my kids instead of me enjoying to take care of them. Like at first I did, but like within the last like 4 or 5 years, it's been feeling like it's more of a duty and not something. And so I seem like I was I wake up mad. Like I just wake up, get up, come on, let's go. I wake up not, in a good spirit.
And don't beat yourself up about that, because I think all of that rearing kids
none of it was because I was doing it by myself too. Like
that's true.
Yeah.
The bitterness of doing it alone.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. The bitterness of doing it alone. And feeling the rejection. Why was I left alone to rear these kids? I'm not even good enough for somebody to help me with the kids. Not needless to say, not so much that I'm looking for a relationship, but I'm not even good enough for somebody to communicate with me to help me with the kids.
Yeah.
And why am I left here doing this by myself?
Yeah, I became really bitter.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I didn't.
And that's enough to make you bitter.
Yeah.
Why do I always get left standing by myself? Why do I always get left with the responsibility by myself? And they're nowhere. The dads are nowhere to be found.
Even when I was trying to reach out to family, like they were like, "Well, don't mind now, my kids. I could do it. I ain't gonna promise you. You just gonna have to catch me when I can." And just being told by that from my dad and stuff like that, and when he wasn't really there for me, I forgive him now. It's over with now, but I'm just saying, like, it just caused a lot of trauma in my life.
Yeah.
It feeling like I can't go to certain people, and I have to do it by myself. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the man then. I'm gonna go back to the man that I had kids with, even though I know he's not the right man for me, and he's probably not no good for me. They made me, because like that's kind of like I have like an older generation. They really old school, so like they feel like the man that you lay down with, that's who you deal with. Like, you know, back then they used to have a shotgun wedding. Like, okay, you have sex with my daughter, you gonna marry her. They don't care if you got a job or not. That's
and y'all work it out. And y'all gonna work it out.
Yeah,
at all costs.
Yeah, and I feel like I was pressured to be with Patrick. You know, I was pressured to be with Cooper, and it was just a lot. But now I want to heal from it. I think just me expressing myself is a form of healing as well.
Yes.
Because on the internet, like, some people get it, but a lot of people don't. They're not really hearing me. You know, they're not allowing me to vent it out and say it's okay. Like, sometimes people just need to hear, like, it's okay, like, you know. And I feel like with this time being away from everything, just me focusing on myself, I can definitely heal properly.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to heal with the kids, so I was trying to heal with them, and I feel like I was causing more trauma. You know, because I was trying to I didn't know, like, was I doing it right or wrong? Because I didn't have love. I didn't feel love. I feel like I grew up off survival and not love.
Well, and then the kids
but
became
really,
a trigger.
there was love. They really did love me, I guess.
Yeah.
But
and then the kids became a trigger for your trauma.
Yeah, because I had to figure out, the kids became a trigger because I had to go back to how I was raised. You get what I'm saying? To try to choose and coordinate what was good out of it and what was bad out of it. Because when when somebody have a kid, they have to go back to something of their childhood to pick and choose. And it's not easy, because if you grew up in certain situations like that, even if you don't want to be like that, you kind of, it's still in you. Because I was built for this.
Well, you think about it. What else do you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, and you get frustrated in the process of it.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Like, I feel like when my children come back to me, I will have released all of that, and I can wake up in the morning loving to see them. You know, that time apart is going to get them to appreciate me more, and it's going to get me to appreciate them more.
Yeah.
Because they old enough to know, like, they're going to know, like, I miss my mom, and I love her, and I respect her. Like, and I'm them too, for me, you know?
Yeah.
So, I think it was a break. I think that God gave me this because I needed to. Because I was feeling so, I was waking up feeling like I didn't want to even wake up. Like, and I didn't have no break in between the time to release it. Because I had to get up, clean up, cook before they get home from school. And then it's even better now that their dad's involved, because they wasn't involved really like that before this case. So now that they're involved, I would have more time now, like, for them to go over their house, you know? All of them, all the children's father is involved now. So it's not like, right, so it's not like, okay, this father take this kid, but I'm still going to be left with 4 other kids. Or this father take 2 of these fathers take these kids, but I'm still left with these kids. Like, all the fathers are involved. So I can actually get 100% break. Like, because you need that. Because as being a mother, it's so hard. Like, you know, now I don't have to. Remember, I was figuring out, like, how I'm going to take them to basketball practice and go to school. That stuff was, it was so much. It was, so their fathers can take them to basketball practice. They can still be kids now.
They can start to see what it's like.
Yeah, they can actually, my kids can actually be kids. Because me trying to stretch myself to do everything at one time was hard for me, and they was missing out because I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Now me and Samaya can actually have our daughter time, mama-daughter time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, now each kid can have individual love.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's how I look
Yeah.
at it. It's a blessing now for me. Because before
Yeah.
CPS, only father that was involved was Cooper every other weekend. All the other fathers
Okay.
wasn't. So now all the fathers are involved. So
Okay.
Patrick was involved, but he was causing more trauma than anything. So now they holding his feet to the fire and making him change too to be in his kids' life. And that's what I've been praying for. So if he want to be around his kids, he got to go through a treatment plan.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I'm happy because of that. And I hope that they put that he go to rehab.
Okay.
So that's going to be really, really happy for me because that's what he need for himself and that's what his kids need. They deserve to have him at his best and full capacity of a father.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Does he want to be involved with the kids?
Yes, he does. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He showed up to the court case. He was there and he was saying any of the kids who don't have out of these 3 kids, if I'm not on the birth certificate, he said I wanted to sign the birth certificate today. He said he want to sign any paperwork. So he said he don't even need no DNA test. He said he showed up. He ready. He there.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
So that's another thing is that you ascertain. I mean, how do you feel about Patrick? I mean, we never did answer. What is it that you want to get your tears wiped away and for you to get picked up off the ground?
I feel like I need some sisters around me, especially Israelite sisters.
Yeah. Okay.
To kind of help me with Bible study, help me, influence me when I feel like I'm getting weak. Like, I shouldn't go over hang out with this person because sometimes I get weak at what I'm doing. So kind of like help me. I feel like I need like a herd of women, like an edge. Even whether it's a group, me going to a group session with women every Saturday, something like that. I need to be around more sisters and older women, younger women to, that's what I need. I need that type of assistance. And how do I feel about Patrick? I really don't feel no way about him. I'm not in love with him. I'm not in love with none of my children's father. I wish the best for all of them, but particularly Patrick because we had so many years with each other, growing up with each other and stuff like that. I really, really hope that he really get himself together. I don't desire to be with him. Even if he get cleaned all up, I don't desire to be with him. I really don't have...
You don't desire to be with him?
No. No. I just really hope that he get himself cleaned up and he just be the best father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you said that he needs to get treatment, and that is treatment for substance abuse, are you saying?
No, we don't know what the treatment plan is yet for neither one of us because they said both of us are going on the treatment plan, so we don't know what the treatment plan is going to be. But I'm already in counseling, so I don't know what more they can say. They probably can have me do other counseling with their facility. I don't know, or...
I thought you said he needs to get himself some help.
Yeah, I said that personally, that I hope, in my opinion, that they put as part of the treatment plan.
And so you mean like help with what? Does he have issues with substance abuse, issues with domestic violence?
He got his own trauma that he haven't healed from.
I see.
And his daddy was on drugs, stuff like that. And then he do have a drinking problem.
Okay.
So I think that he needs to heal from that.
And the drinking will cause the domestic violence. A lot of guys don't get violent until they drink.
Yeah. And it seemed like when he started drinking, he just want to talk more about the past. And I'd be like, I don't want to talk about your past. Like, he never got over it, and he just keep on talking about it over. And I guess that's how I sound, huh?
Well, that's just what happens when people drink. That's a very common behavior. That's why a lot of people call alcohol truth serum. It lowers their inhibitions, and they come out with everything. Whatever's on their mind, they say. And so what's on his mind is those traumas that he had. And when he starts drinking, he comes out with it.
Rose, I don't want to make this about him. Only thing I want to talk about when I talk about him is the domestic violence and the horrific stuff that he did. Now, he never punched me, slapped me, but the other stuff that he did was horrific. And I know it comes from his emotions because
when you say domestic violence, are you saying from him physical abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, all of the above, or what?
Yeah, all of the above.
Okay.
And and I think it's because he was so young and I was, out in the streets with him. We spent some time in the streets together. So it was a short time in the streets together, but we still spent some time in the streets together. We ran away together and stuff like that. So I think a lot of that some of his trauma includes me.
Yeah.
Because I was his first. So.
Yeah.
But I feel like he already knew I was living in a situation where I was depressed over my mom, and I felt like I wasn't getting the correct treatment at the time. But as I go older, I understand that my grandma, she has some generational curses on her too. So we all are just learning from what we was taught, and I want to break that cycle.
Yes,
I do.
Yes.
That's why I'm here. Like, I want to break that cycle.
So that goes back to being able to tell yourself when you fall off the bike, what is it? How does it look to you to have your tears wiped away and somebody to pick you up? How does that look now as the Miss Crumsy you are now?
I guess it's me getting up and wiping my own tears.
Okay. Now that's what you said. Now, is that what you really want? Is that acceptable to you? Or are you saying that because that's all you think you're going to get?
That's all I think I'm going to get. But I want somebody to help me up. Whether it be, I'm not ready for no relationship.
So, what's wrong with you saying that? Miss Norris, I want somebody to wipe my tears away and help me up. I deserve that.
Because
I didn't get it as a kid, but I sure do want it now.
People say because I'm older and I'm narcissist and I'm selfish. That's why.
Okay, but sometimes we're all selfish. And there's nothing wrong with you wanting that.
Right, that's true.
What's wrong with you wanting that? Sometimes we don't get what we want, but there's nothing wrong with you wanting it. And if it's something you want, how does that look for you? And is that what you're getting, or are you accepting the next best thing?
I'm going to make it to where that's what I'm getting because I've been accepting just anything that...
Okay, that's what,
yeah.
And that's why I want you to vision in your mind, what does that look like to you for somebody to wipe your tears away and pick you up?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you that the next time we meet. What did that look like to me?
Yeah, what does that look like to you? And don't shortchange yourself.
Okay, well, in the meantime, can you email me like a 12 straight program, like a 12 straps that you think I need to heal?
I don't know if I can email it, but I can. The only thing I have is books, but I'll have to search for that.
Okay.
And the ones I have are mostly on substance abuse, but I'll keep searching for that.
Okay.
But the credence are the same, even in substance abuse. And sometimes I'll look at that. Even healing from trauma, some of the mantras are the same that you have to tell yourself.
Okay.
But I want to look at it and make sure it's appropriate.
Okay. Well, I'll see you next Tuesday.
Okay, I'll see you next Tuesday. And if I find something in the meantime, yes, I'll mail or text one of them.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, but if not, Tuesday, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was a really good session. Did you guys learn something? So the reason why I stay live during my sessions is because I feel like other people on here can heal and take some steps and stuff. I kind of make it like a group thing. So I'm going to allow people to come up, Hopefully influence somebody else's on here. If you're being rude and stuff like that, I'm just going to kick you out and block you.